Hello, I'm IBX and welcome back to the Fortnite video. Today I figured I would show you something rather interesting because one of the big questions you might have in Fortnite after being killed in all of the population centers, i.e. Pleasant Park, Retail Row, and Greasy Grove, they're the biggest ones, but also any of the other named locations, is like what's the furthest I can get away from the center of the island, the least populated area of the map. I can just go and chill and at least have the first 10 minutes without either interacting with anyone or interacting with at most one person, and that's what I'm showing you in today's video because there's actually quite a few chests found in this area too, and it's not very well known about. I haven't ran across anyone there in my times. Maybe I got lucky, maybe not, but here is the furthest away point on the map you can get, and in case you you can't tell by looking at it, this up here is the furthest away point from the center you can be. So yeah, what you want to do if you want to get chests on this place though is you want to head to this house over here. There's a house with a little shed outside. Both of them usually contain chests. I mean, they're both chances of chests, and then there's an area over there which can contain chests, and then also around the places there's a few of these tall buildings which can contain shield potions, stuff like that. You know, there's bricks, there's wood, there's all the good stuff that you might want, and it's all found really, really close to the edge of the map. So here you can see there's one chest available for me right now. Pretty good stuff by itself, right? I'm actually going to go in and get that stuff. Then we're going to check inside here. We got a pistol. I'm not going to take it because I'll just use the rifle at close range. But I mean, if you wanted it, then you could do that. Blue assault rifle, more assault rifle ammo. We're on 60 bullets already. And that's before we go to the second chest, which again, there's, as well as having all these chest access, there's also like ammo boxes found around. There's one on the shelf here. Basically, this is an amazing place to go. And it's also absurdly far away from the edge of the map. And in case you didn't properly see it earlier, I'll show you more later after I feel a bit more secure about all the loot. Because again, someone might decide to land here for the first time. I'm a little bit worried about it, but because of, you know, let's just make a little staircase. Let's just do it this way. Okay, we're still not doing this right. But yeah, basically we want to hop up here, and as you can see, there's a second chest for us. So once we open this chest, we're gonna get, I guess, a full medkit as it turns out. Even more ammo, even more of all this stuff. We're on 30-60 now, and we're also inside the zone. So at this point, if you wanted to chill and just really get like to the top 25 or whatever you want to do in your world, like, you know, just easily without having to fight people, you can do that. I'm actually going to head further to the top here because this is the corner where you'll find pretty much no one. Most people who land in this side of the map, they go to Anarchy Acres, they go to Pleasant Park. They're both nearby. They both, you know, they have more chests across them, but because you're fighting so many people, the odds of you getting sniped and killed or whatever, it's just really, really easy. Whereas if we go here, look at that. We've got a shield potion now. Pretty wonderful stuff. So let's take our shield potion. Again, so now we're at 150, and that's before we get the second chest. And the chest up here is often not seen by people, so people don't even try to get it, because if you look, you have to actually, to get to this one, okay, so, it's a bit laggy today it seems, but we go up there, as you can see, you place 2 bits of wood, or you land directly here, and you can get the third chest, which contains a second shield in our particular case. So that is 100-100 without having to go through any pressure. We didn't have to fight anyone, but now we have 200 health, which means, realistically, most fights, if we don't get, like, I guess, onslaughted, we can do pretty well in most fights. We can even pick up, you know, we'll pick up the SMG instead of bandages. And yeah, we've got all of the... What is that over there? We got all the stuff that we could probably want. You can also get a few, sometimes bits of ammo, bits of stuff like that. So there's shotgun shells here. I don't need them, but I'll take the light ammo. And yeah, just in general, my point here is we're doing pretty well for everything in this game. And now this is where the good stuff comes. Because if you want, because you're so isolated, you can chop down some bricks. You can find like tiny bits of metal. But realistically, what I recommend you do is you chop down some wood and some bricks. So there's a few bricks piles found around here. There's this one right here, just behind the place. And then I recommend in this circle, going inwards. But in case you're really lucky and you get the perfect zone, or just a good zone, this corner over here, again, there's literally nothing going on here. No one lands here unless they want to go nowhere. And in case you see someone else following you to those houses and you're like, I don't even want to deal with that, these places over here, it's just entirely abandoned besides like a police car, some trees, some house, a house I should say. Basically it's a pretty good place, but it also comes with a lot of wood and a lot of bricks for that reason. And because there's no one here, you can just mine this like undeterred. Like look at this, just a huge brick, my brick pile, and then you know what's behind the brick pile? Guess what? We can see there's more bricks just in the distance over there. And there's a bit of distance between them, but it means you'll have one of the best building blocks as well as having 100-100. As well as in our case, we got lucky with the loot, so we have, well, reasonably lucky. We got a blue assault rifle. You could always do better, you could always do worse. And then also, as you can see, there are the last 2 houses over there that, again, you might find someone at every now and then. Like, they're the kind of obvious ones in the corner, but that is the furthest that way you can get. You know, sorry, that house over there is the first one you can get. And because people usually don't come over here, people don't know about it, all of these houses can be yours. In this case, I consider going for them. And if you want to be safe, I say not do it. But again, like, you can see no one's been here because they would have ran past me, like, along the trail. So guess what? That's another 2 chests for me, or potentially 2 chests, which means that we can go up for 5 chests while being in a little corner of the world where, again, you wouldn't assume you'd find anything normally. So as you can see, no one's been here because the door's not opened. So we can climb up here. Oh, there's no chest in there this time. But we can check out this house. We can go through it. We can get shotgun shells. Again, I really would recommend in most cases, you want to be a bit careful about things like, oh, what if someone's coming past? But, I mean, it's such a dead corner of the world, and because of the zone being faced in a different way, no one's going to deliberately bring their way here, so you're pretty darn safe. You can get some wood, you can get some chests, and let's see what we get from this one. Legendary, maybe? Okay, you know what, more grenades. Sure, so we got grenades, we got this all stuff, and let's show you now, with this 0 kill opener, we're going to get to top 25 before we even fight someone, in my opinion. And yeah, this just goes to show, if you want to get a really good start in the game, you want to go to a remote location where you won't be killed, here's how you can do it. So, obviously, the number one thing people like to see in Fortnite is then what happens in the rest of the game. So what I'll actually do is I'll like fast forward through me running across this field, and I'll show you what happens when I get into my first little, like actual, you know, tense engagement, because there's no one here, it's just endless running. So let's do some fast running to show you the nothingness we're going to run past. Wait, actually no, the first though, there's like a random floating tree here. I feel like this should be this should be mentioned. Anyway, let's move on from this, and let's do that running thing. Okay, so as you can see, as the zone's just about to come in, we got some bricks, which were conveniently placed here. We're pretty much isolated. We've got a really good view of the farm, but they're not realistically looking at me. And this is one of the best things if you do have a sniper, or you do have some long-range stuff, you can really easily just kind of like, you know, view the entire, you know, place here. You could snipe it, you could get someone. Even this assault rifle, like if you look at the spread, we could do pretty well if we saw someone like running across there. We could probably take them out if we got a lucky headshot. We'd probably get the easy kill, and then we can run in there and actually get the confirm. But because we got another lucky zone, we're going to head along the top here and just kind of barely stay inside the zone. The best thing about this is if the zone does happen to be anything like this, you can stay around the edge of the map for a pretty decent amount of time, and the edge of the map is wonderful, because if I camp, let's just say over here, again, we're gonna bush camp for a second. This is a bad bush. This is a really bad place to do it, but if you wanted to sit here, then the only angles you have to watch are the 180, you know, like 90 to your left, 90 to your right, and you can see a lot of that, you know, like really easily. No one's ever going to get you from behind. I mean, technically what you can do is you can build onto the nothingness. Really don't recommend this, but you know, for fun, let's show you. You can build onto the nothingness, make it even safer or less safe, and whichever way you want to say about that, or you want to feel about that, I should say. That's a thing you can actually do, but realistically, most of the time, you just want to chill along the back here, and again, move in at the last second, or move in now and find a good place and wait for other people. Because realistically, at this edge here, again, there's all these tiny things, like, oh, there's a structure from time to time. No one's been here, so guess what? More ammo for me, it sounds like. I mean, again, shotgun ammo is the ammo type you usually don't need much of, but we got that with literally no hassle. There's no one who can you know, if someone was going to come to my right, they would have come by now. If they're going to come to my left, I think it's unlikely. So realistically, the only thing we have to fight for is people coming from in front, which is pretty easy to fight against. So what I recommend you do is like find a nice dip in the hill. So like this isn't quite good, but it gets you the idea, I guess. But from here, we can see over the hill, but the hill can't see over to us. So the only angles we can be seen from is this to the right. And again, knowing that no one's probably going to come from up there, we're just kind of looking at about there. Again, it's about minimizing risks, really. Like, because when you see the circles in Fortnite, a lot of people have this idea where they're like, people could come in from any angle. But realistically, people are always going to come in the most direct angle. Like, if I go outside the zone, you see how there's a white line. So, this is kind of silly, but I have a theory that building's looted. In fact, I'm pretty certain of it, because there's a destroyed wall there. So it's not really even worth going in there. Because we're playing if we go to an isolated corner of the map, we're going to stay in an isolated corner of the map. But yeah, basically, you can see how there's a white line. That white line represents the fastest way for you to get in. So that means from this angle, most people are running from the direction I'm in right now. They might be coming in from the side slightly or from that side slightly, but they're all coming in from that general direction, so you don't have to watch out all the way up there, because they're running into their own thing. They might be trying to snipe you if they're up there, but they're not going to be running in their own right, and that sounds like it's an overly complex way to say what I'm saying, but it actually is pretty effective. Also, a thing worth noting is one of the most hidden chests in the game can be found under here. I like it personally, and maybe you can take some use from that. Again, it's a secret chest, so even if you get hit late game, if it was there, no one knows about it, you will find it. Just a sneaky little thing in Fortnite. Yeah, I felt like this little edge right here, really perfect place. Again, we know no one's going to be up there, so we can just minimize the odds of anyone even seeing us. We know if someone even runs across there, but they won't get us. The only place we're dangerous from, we're at any danger from, is the top of the house, and like far in that direction. But we're looking at them, they can't really exclusively look out for us. So yeah, we get a pretty good angle from here. I'd recommend looking around from time to time. Get a feel for where you see. So you see over there, for instance? Okay, let's run this way a bit. Do you see how there's a structure over there? That's probably fairly recent if it's inside this zone. Like, there's a chance it's not, but again, you can keep around that sort of stuff, see how it goes. And then we'll move into the next zone, which is where things will get a little bit you know, there's 12 people. Things are going to get a little bit spicier than they were before. That's just a fact of life. And we can do the same thing we've been doing this whole game and just stay at the edge and go behind these trees if we wanted to. I actually kind of don't want to because we've got this perfect cover here that we lose if we go backwards. But from here, for instance, we've got the exact same thing we had before, but it's even better now. So unless there is someone out in those corners, which there very well might be, they might be going for the snipe. Oh, okay, so the guy up there, he's still building. You can see it's blue, so that gives you a little bit of a clue. Oh, and there's a rhyme. So we're in the top 8 now, not running across anyone yet. This would be an okay place to build a fort, like as in like this point in the game, like run in, turn one of those buildings into a fort. But I'm not going to recommend it personally. I feel like the fort draws a lot of attention to yourself sometimes. And if you don't want attention, which you don't if you go on to this point, 7 people, then you can see how that goes down. And wouldn't it be funny if we managed to get to like, you know, like 3rd with 0 kills? Like just came 3rd, 0 kills. A part of me almost enjoys that more than the idea of like suddenly running into people and getting the win. So there's a couple of traps here, or noises. The windmill makes a noise. So does the bush. So yeah, we're going to continue staying over here, I think. Because we don't know where people are going to come from till the zone comes in. So we'll sit and wait for a bit. Oh, there's also that tower in the distance. They can probably see me. So just in case, there's like a countermeasure. We'll go this way. Get a good peek around the top of the map. Because, oh, there's 6 people, by the way. Let's like wait for the next zone to come into it. Actually, this is last 6 already. I'm in that tense state where it's like anything could happen already. Let's see what can happen when anything can happen. So yeah, given that the whole of the final battle is going to be over Anarchy Acres, and that area over there. That area over there is now our primary like concern, I guess. Although we know most people are going to be coming in from the left side, not the right side. Oh, there's a guy on top of there. Again, you could shoot him if you wanted to. It is a little bit against our principle. But a part of me wants to do it anyway. I spent way too long like positioning. As I record this, there's like a sensitivity bug too. It's like things get weird when you ADS. It's really hard to get precision going on. So that's kind of why I wanted to do this. Like, you know, let's find a remote place where we don't have to fight people. Wouldn't that be a good idea? But yeah, now the zone is just in front of me. I'm more scared of it than ever, honestly. Because all 4 of the other people, besides that guy on top of that building, who's gone by now, but we don't really have a good pulse on where the other people are anymore. That we did previously, now we don't. So now we've got to kind of work things out. Also, we've got the silenced SMG, which is kind of good with the stealth stay away from people ideology, because now it doesn't shoot traces anymore, so we can just shoot. It makes a tiny pop-pop noise. Oh, go! There we go, we got him. Okay, so yeah, he unfortunately, he was like too insistent that I'd be like lazy about it, but I think you'll find that I do. Okay, so we're going to take that instead of this. I know I was just complimenting it, but at this point, that's more valuable. And now our position is very well known, or it could be very well known. It doesn't guarantee, but it's possible. So because of that, that guy built that thing really recently. He's still up there. Still a guy in the distance. One other person around. I was hoping to go for 0 kills win. I don't know how I was going to do it, but like in my head, that was like my dream, you know? Like, would it be cool if somehow we got the 0 kill win? So yeah, right now I'm only alive because that guy was a little bit... Well, he's either incompetent or he's got the same aiming issues as I have. Again, they are like system-wide. So at this point we can go for the snipes if we want to. I don't want to, truthfully. But I do want to see people run across here. Because there's this big issue, right, where people have to run across the thing I'm looking at. Like a field. They're running across from left to right, where I'm viewing right now. If I can just pop out, I can Okay, well, there's shots fired over there. Then I can pop them off one by one. And yeah, this like isolated strategy might just work. I've got grenades too, so I can actually go in. I could charge this fortress. It's not a good idea. But like, if worse comes to worse, right? But otherwise I do have to, yeah, I have to charge it eventually, actually. Should I charge it now and just see what happens? Let's do it. So again, at some point in the game, you always have to get aggressive. I feel like 4th zone is always a good... Oh no, you might not even be alive, actually. 4th zone is always an okay idea. But you want to get some hills for cover as soon as you can. When you know the whole map's looking at you, you're going to feel worse. Which isn't good for the Fortnite nerves. And you're also probably going to behave worse too. Oh, sorry. Okay, there's a guy building just over there. I don't know why. He's building like a dam. Like, there's no water there, so it's not quite a dam. Yeah, what we're going to do... Oh, the guy did die. There's lots of stuff at his feet. I wonder if anyone took all the stuff. Oh, and that guy was building a fort there too. So destroying and someone else's fort is usually a bad idea, for the record. Would not recommend. But since, you know, like, let's do it anyway, because who cares about bad ideas when you're the one making them? So we're just going to keep on going up this place, destroying layers, then going back into them. And once we do this enough, we'll be, like, officially in here. So right now we're just involved in, like, some big turf war, it looks like. Okay, so now we place this here. There's just a huge turf war. Oh, he had a jump pad, so he jumped over there. That's how he got there. So again, we could get some tactical snipes going on. Oh, so most of my fort isn't inside the zone. So I do have to make that happen now. Okay, destroying this wall is not smart, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because now I'm still not inside the zone. So we'll make a little door through here, I guess. And then we'll place a layer outside there. And now inside the zone. No, we're still not inside the zone. I think it's this way a bit now. Okay, so this is like horribly insecure, but it's kind of fun, so I'm going to stick with it anyway. And yeah, we'll just sit here. Oh god, am I going to make it? Am I safe? Okay, I'm safe here, right? No, I'm not. Let's get off. So, I kind of horribly miscalculated that one. There's 4 people left. There's a fight over there, though, so we're going to kill the winner of the fight. And as long as the 4th guy doesn't come to get me, we're good. Okay, it's down at the bottom of the hill. Might involve top hill guy. Okay, just keep all my bases covered here. Okay, the guy's firing from down there somewhere. Okay, no, he's in there, So as long as, okay, no, it's from one of those forts. Okay, so we see all 3 forts now. All 3 players are visible. We need to go after the guy in this building. It's risky. It's really risky, but he's placed a little thing here for me. Oh god! Oh god, no, died! Oh no, I blew out the wrong thing at the wrong time. No, I'm messing up repeatedly with my aim. Oh, it's the sensitivity thing, right? Oh, all my things are placing wrong. I get so like panicked under these situations, and that's why I lost that game. But you can see how I could have easily won that had I not like the build thing. I've got it out, and it's like I don't want that out. I pressed it once, made a big mistake there, really badly choked it. But you can see how isolated that was. That I had to fight one person, and even then, I feel like that was like an anomaly, right? Like I could have not fought him. I could have gone away maybe. Or like the odds of him finding me were low. And if I'd have just not played that terribly, I think, not charged after someone, I might have been in this final 2 situation instead of where I was. If I'd have thrown grenades at him, anything else. That was horrendously played at the end there, but hopefully it inspires you in some way. If you play, you know, because you're looking at that and you're thinking, why play better than that? Then there you could do this, and you could get like a guaranteed win every now and then if you want to play things a bit lazy. So I think this Poulet's 666 man's going to win because he's got the high ground and the other guy doesn't seem to know what he's doing. But yeah, sensitivity is really weird like on aiming right now, so just keep that in mind. It is a real thing in the 1.10 patch. Just keep it in mind, you know. So thank you very much for watching today's video. 2nd, 3rd channel, don't care. Goodbye.